Hello everyone, my name is Clementine. Welcome back to Clementine Creative. I bet you've been waiting for this video forever. And by ever and forever, I mean 1 week, because that's how long it takes for a new video to come out. Anyways, I'm back with another real-time video, so whatever you see me doing now is all real-time. I hope you don't see any weird, hear any weird background noise. Like, it's, the usual. If you do, just ignore it. Just let's pay attention to what's happening here. I'm already starting to do something here as I'm doing this introduction, so you don't mind me, I'll just explain later what all of this is about. But yeah, we're gonna continue this last week's sketch of this pose. I'm just going to change the pose, so this is what I'm doing. I decided to change the pose because it's gonna be more, fitting for the actual design that I have in mind for this character. Because what we're going to be doing today is thumbnailing, and this might not be something that, I don't know, you might wanted it to see in real time, but most certainly it is something that you'll have to do. It is a part of the job. Thumbnailing is very important. I mean, technically you don't have to if you don't want to, but consider thumbnailing sketching, and that's the first process in creating a design. So I'm just gonna throw in these breasts, and I'm gonna actually leave them squeezed together, even though that's not how they work in real life, because we're gonna put on basically a bikini or a bra that's gonna squeeze them together a little bit more. Alright, so I'm just throwing that in and just kind of creating that R&B kind of more relaxed anyways, in a clenched fist position, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. There we go. Hopefully these videos aren't like too boring. I'm pretty sure they're not as fun to watch as maybe something else, but I mean, they're more, you learn more. I would think that you learn a little bit more. Alright, let's just do one more thing, which is put this up a little bit more. Like that. So, alright, that's kind of what I was going for. I'm not going to go too much into the detail, but all I did here was, and I'm just gonna fix, because I have this tendency of being like nervous doing something real time. So, basically what kind of happens is that everything I draw doesn't look that good anymore. Like I can't draw as good when I'm doing stuff real time for some reason. And I always had that problem. But hopefully, see, that's another obstacle that I'll have to get through, and YouTube is perfect for that. Alright, so we kind of have that in, more or less the way I wanted it to. The body is definitely not the best, and not my best work, but that's not something that I'll be worried about now, because we're going to be thumbnailing. Alright. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm actually gonna first I'm going to make a copy of this pose, and I'm just gonna kind of hide it there, and now make this one be very light. It's kind of what I like to do with my poses. And you know what, I'm gonna make it smaller. This file size should be a little bit smaller. It is pretty big. It's really just because the performance of the computer just does drop down a little bit. So I'm just gonna have three the same poses, but 3 different designs, and they're not gonna be very different because well, I still don't know exactly what particular pose character I'm going for, the design, but I don't want to go that different, so let's see. The performance is definitely not that good right now. It's really eating my RAM for some reason. Let me just see how this... I mean, it's not that bad, but I kind of want to be zoomed out a little bit more. So here we go. So I have a couple of sketches already done for, you know, the direction that I want to go. And let me tell you one thing when it comes to designing. Designing is the biggest, you know, challenge in our work, just like in our job, just because, you know, it's so hard to come up with something new. You know, considering all the things that are already out here and you're expected to come up with something new, and you're probably hearing my paper here. I'm just looking at this design that I already have here on the paper, because I really like it and I want to include it in here. So you would not think, but it's very hard. Like, that's the hardest part of the job, you know, it's the design. And a lot of people, you know, especially like old people, I guess, or, you know, people who don't exactly live in this environment, they think that it's not that hard, you know. And sometimes justifying our job is very hard, alright? It's really hard, and, you know, that's one of the problems that, you know, you kind of have to deal with as a designer, but that's just part of the work, you know. Just, you know, designers and programmers have a very hard time justifying their paychecks because they're huge, you know. You get paid a lot of money, or more than, you know, what, you know, normal people kind of get for different type of jobs. And it's very hard to justify it because all we do literally is sit at a computer like for the entire day. But there's a lot more to our job than just that. So, you know, but people don't, you know, they don't understand that. So, yeah. But I'm here to tell you that if you think that if you want to do this because it looks easy, it's not. Like, designing is very hard, you know, the hardest process in our job, and sadly it's not something that, you know, gets easy with like a month's period or something like that. This is something that takes a long time to get, you know, used to or whatever. So designing is, you know, really the hardest part to get through. You know, drawing by itself is not as hard, you know. So remember, designing is very hard, and that's what we're basically trying to do now. So I'm not using any references here. I usually do, but this time I said no to references. No particular reason other than I just wanted to test myself out, see how far I can go without using any. So I kind of want to add some spikes up here, maybe. That'll kind of look interesting. Not too many though. A little thing there. Just gonna add that nice little point there. Alright, so we have that. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not really sure where I'm going, you know, what direction this character is going in. I just know that I want her to be... Just that I want her to be kind of like strong looking, maybe, you know, interesting to look at. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to reference one thing, and that is MMA gloves. So there we go. I was searching for these things. Now, these things look awesome as hell, and I kind of want to reference them a little bit. So I want to see them on a hand like that. So this is what an MMA thing looks like. I wasn't looking exactly to do something like this, but yeah, something like this was more of what I was thinking. So basically now I'm just looking through the internet for some like references. I know I said earlier that I'm not using any. I didn't. Now I'm actually using them. So yeah. So this is all part of designing. All part of deciding. And if you hear me being quiet for like a longer period of time, it's probably because I am like yawning and I don't want to yawn on the camera like, you know, like that. That would be very awkward. So here I am putting that in. So yeah, you know, even though I realized that maybe being completely quiet it's even more awkward. But still, that's I kind of decided to go with that. Alright, but I kind of want to go with a little bit more stylized arm here, like that maybe. Really like the look. I like the look of it. Alright, so the good thing about concept art is that you don't necessarily always have to follow realism. But yeah, let's throw in that hand guard that we just saw there. But maybe make it a little bit different. The hand is very small. I need to fix that because it's not that it's wrong or anything, it's just it was very hard for me to see exactly how, you know, the hand has been presented. And so there we go, that's what I was looking for. So now I can actually draw on top of this. I actually don't like that, but I do think that I'm gonna add some gloves in later on, so I'm just actually gonna leave this. So this is the part that I like, and I kind of want more energy in it, so I'm not actually gonna refine it as much. So we have that, and now the next thing I want to do is add her a jacket. So let's kind of try to find something that will look kind of good. I'm kind of thinking something like that. Very subtle. It will go here. Like that. So we're just gonna make it really like... That's the wrong one. Like that maybe. So my way of sketching is very weird. So might not make much sense. But that's really, you know, sketching is something that is, you know, it's very personal. And a lot of people have their own way of doing it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. My back really hurts for some reason. Like, not on my back, it's like my actual neck area. And that's the reason why. It's because I'm sitting all the goddamn day just drawing. Let's just throw in the bra first, actually, or, you know, kind of a bikini type of thing. Alright, throw in these boobs. Which one do you prefer, breasts or boobs? No, I don't want to sound disrespectful if I say like boobs. I think boobs is like a more conversational world where, well, but when explaining something, I like to use breasts a little bit more, actually. It just sounds a little bit better. Boobies. I could use that. Boobies. Nah, I'm joking. So yeah, if there's any women watching out there, I'm not trying to like be like disrespectful and insulting, because some people do find that, you know, to be very irritating or very annoying or very disrespectful, but I'm not trying to be. So there we go. And I'm just gonna do this. So something like that. It's really not working out for some reason. Come on, jacket! What's with this fucking jacket? It just doesn't want to get in at all. Jesus Christ. See, that's why I hate jackets sometimes, because they just don't want to listen to you, man. They just don't want to listen to you at all. They're just like, fuck you, I'm a jacket, I'll do what I want. Sorry if I'm swearing too much. I don't like that. I just don't fucking like that shape, man. Jesus Christ. And I don't want this jacket to be too long, you know. Christ, this is like... I never thought that the jacket would be the problem. Usually the jackets are like the easiest thing to draw in the world. Oh, look at me. I am the jacket it doesn't want to listen to. Clementine. Freaking jackets, man. So yeah, this is a very this is a very weird episode. This is what it is. It's a weird episode. Fucking. Here's my advice, people. If you ever have to design a jacket, you better be prepared for a challenge, because these things, for some reason, at least for me, they don't want to be designed. And the other side is just kind of casual. This side is not. This side is like... Oopsie. There we go, like that, and then just... Nope. I guess I'll have to do for now, but I'll definitely come back and change it, because I know myself, I'm very... And this is the thumbnailing stage, everyone. This is supposed to be fast, but this jacket does not want to go in the way I want it to be, you know, to be going in. Alright. Just there we go. Gonna make a little belly button here. Belly button. So yeah, I might make a lot of weird noises, just like while doing this, but that's just what you get for watching my channel. Weird noises while drawing. Usually I'm like quiet when I work, but it's like, well, this is basically real time, and I'm just like, fuck, I just want to make this look awesome, so I don't look like a fucking shit designer. Now I'm swearing a lot. I think I'm swearing way too much. I'll go to hell for this. By the way, I'm not that religious, so yeah, I guess I might actually never go anywhere because I'm not that religious. But let's not talk on religion. Let's just see what I'm doing here. Basically, just throwing in a jacket that, you know, it's not that cool, but that can still be fixed later. Because the next video is actually, I was thinking of making it line art. I want it to be line art. Because line art is a huge part of concept art. That head is too big, but that doesn't matter right now. You know, line art is a huge part of concept art, and I feel like I should dedicate a piece of that to, you know, a piece of my time definitely in the concept, like in line art, is because it's very important in concept art. So I was thinking of giving her pants. Not just bikinis, everyone. I don't like people sometimes design women in freaking bikinis, and that shit just kind of looks really weird to me. Let's just go design the head now. The hair. I don't want to go like long hair. I think the short hair with this one will do. So let's see. It's a girl. So we're gonna go. God damn, this is a hard one. First I'm gonna go try to throw in some fucking huge glasses or some shit like that. Maybe like so. These are really huge glasses. I like that actually. Alright. And if you're wondering, I'm actually listening to Dragon Ball soundtracks right now. I don't know why you would be wondering about that, but hey, you never know, huh? Alright, so I'm just gonna add some hair going in here. And her hair is just gonna go like on the side, like so. Then obviously it's also there, so now just make the middle, whatever. Go in the nose. What I'm doing here is not really spending a lot of time on like facial features. So just don't pay attention to the facial features, because these really don't matter right now. Okay, it's thumbnail stage, and if your main concern is if she has a nice face or not, you're definitely doing something wrong, pal. Don't you just think this word pal is really wrong, you know, when people say like, hey, listen pal. It's just weird. Alright, let's throw in some panties. Oh, actually, give her a cigarette. She looks like a smoking type to me. Alright, or we can change that with like a lollipop or some stuff like that. Alright, I'm gonna add her some awesome leg armor here. So let's just throw in something like so. I have this most annoying soundtrack on right now from Dragon Ball. It's just like repeating itself. Alright, there we go, kind of like that. Let's just see what's happening. So I'm not really sure what I'm doing here with this kind of padding for the leg. I don't like it. I mean, it's not that bad, but it just doesn't make any sense from the other side. Hello from the other side. Whatever. I've heard this song everywhere now, so that's what this song like went through my head. Let's see. Try to go somewhere like so. Nope. I'm thinking, because I kind of want to have her, like, you see she has this guard out here, and because I like the guard, the shoulder guard. I want to kind of follow the same direction, maybe. Because she's not really a knight, don't get me wrong, she's just like a fighter. But she can have like armor on her leg if she wants to, right? That's her choice, man. Alright, now I really like what's happening here. I'm just kind of throw in like that's not gonna work. Let's see, I got a bunch of sketches here. Do you like my sound effects that I'm making with my mouth? Yeah, I might actually I really want to do something here. So this is the area I also want to add something. But let me first try to design out this. Kind of be the side here. So there we go. There we go. So I want her leg to have like a padding. Because I actually like this, what's happening right now. I'm just gonna make a... Alright. I'm thinking her arms, they would be pretty cool with bandages on them, don't you think? Alright, something like that, I guess. And we can just throw in her arm here. Oh, god damn it, this is not good. There we go. I don't think that arm would actually fall there. Whatever, just put it there. Alright, so we have that, and I now want to create some sort of a thing, like maybe like a really badass belt. So let's go with a belt buckle first. Seems like the most basic approach to designing something that might look badass. Alright, so alright, I like the... Oh, okay, now I have an idea. Okay, and maybe like a thing going... Another thing going here. And then just like maybe a thing would be out here. Yeah, and she can have like a bare thing here, so no pants there. There we go. Her name could be Q. I like this kind of thing here, but I don't know. No, I don't like that. But I do think that I might want to use something. First of all, I'm going to darken this in. So, when I design, and I learned when I'm making thumbnails, I like to use this black. It's just... It creates this nice effect, if you ask me. And hey, it's a thumbnail, so really anything goes. At this point, really. Alright. Now this is looking pretty sexy. Now this is really looking sexy. I don't know about you guys. And if you think this doesn't look sexy, well, I honestly don't know what to tell you. I think that you're a sad person. And I have no wish to speak with you any further. Actually, that was a complete rip-off of Borderlands, so... What am I even talking about? This is supposed to be a tutorial, and here I'm talking about everything else but the tutorial. So I'm really sorry. This is just like really completely random. So this is... Let's make sure that nobody would mistake this as a mistake. Awesome. Now, we need to make sure that the entire thing doesn't overwhelm the character, which this might be actually happening in this case. So what I'm going to do is make very small ones. And actually I'm not gonna have any here. Could just have like little bits and pieces everywhere. Like it's like very roughed up, you know, like these bandages are roughed up already. Okay, whatever. Just gonna throw this in. So I'm just coloring in. Alright, awesome. Now we've come to the part where we have to design the other side for this baby here. So I'm just gonna throw a little circle in here. Alright, this is all gonna be gold later, I'm thinking. So, alright. Have you ever tried to make like a joke with one of your friends when they said, I'm thinking, you know, like I'm thinking that this and this and this, and you say, oh yeah, really? How does it feel like? You know, like, how does it feel like to think? I do that a lot of times, even sometimes with my girlfriend. She gets really mad at me, actually, if I say that to her. My girlfriend's really smart, so that makes it really awkward, because she is very smart, indeed. Alright, so what I'm doing now is designing the other side. There we go. All right. I'm still thinking, because this kind of looks like it's really square, but it's not square. Alright, so I'm just throwing that in. Alright. Conor Mccain. Yeah. Mccain. You know who I'm talking about. His name is very hard to pronounce for me because I am fabulous, that's why. Gonna make another spike here, another spike here. Alright, now we've come to the shoe part. Let's see. Let's give her a high heel, like a semi-high heel. And a platform. My girlfriend just bought shoes for her prom. It's perfect reference. They have this sort of like a platform in the front, and like in the back and the front kind of just works together a little bit more. So we have that, and then because the fuck not? Why the fuck not, right? How does that look like if I draw it from the front? So let's make a shape that will look like this. So she has a high heel and a little platform. Now what I don't like about women's shoes, it's like the whole pointy thing. It kind of makes them look like really weird. My girlfriend actually the other day when we went to buy like, you know, shoes for her or whatever, she had these shoes on and I just told her, I said, hey, I don't like how you look like. You kind of look like Doflamingo, except your shoes aren't curved up. And if you don't know who Doflamingo is, your life is boring because you don't watch One Piece then. I'm joking, of course. If you don't like One Piece, that's completely fine. Your opinion is irrelevant, because if you don't like One Piece, that means you're just not a real person. No, again, I'm joking, seriously. It's a pretty good anime if you never watched it. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it though, because it's One Piece, and you know, even if you like don't want to watch One Piece, you've definitely heard of it. You've definitely heard of it. So you know, I'm just doing stuff here. Really, I'm thinking about this. You know, I'm gonna completely think it through later. And later, I mean when I do the line art. I don't completely 100% design everything out in the thumbnail stage, but a huge percentage of it is. So, alright, here we go. We have that stuff. Oh yeah. Now maybe try to throw in the scarf. That could kind of work, I think. So the scarf is not that bad, right guys? Right guys? Do you like that? I'm gonna throw in the scarf here. It would be badass though. How badass would it be if her entire left arm, which is now hidden, was like made visible? And she would just like have the entire thing in a freaking armor. That would be so badass. That would be seriously sick. I want to do that. I want to make her arm completely like in armor. So for this particular piece, I'm gonna make her arm visible. Alright, now I'm gonna definitely follow this design. So the arm has a little thing like that. Alright, and just make this knuckles, whatever. And then so I know I'm very quiet right now. I'm just trying to get this in. This is definitely gonna look badass after I complete. I'm thinking I'm gonna use a different pose for, you know, for her line art and her digital painting, which is again both gonna be done in real time. I think that looks fucking sick. Like right now you can't really see it because it's all in my head, most of it, but it's gonna be fucking sick, man. Shit, this is gonna be awesome. I like this one. So how long have I been spending on this one? I think it's been half an hour. Oh fuck, even more. It's 40 minutes. So basically I did one. And that's me just getting in the zone, right? Still want to do something here. So what I decided that I'm going to do is I'm going to design this character here, this particular thumbnail, and all the others two are just, both of them are going to be done in time-lapse, okay? Because, you know, technically it's all the same thing, just me creating different character. So basically different design only. So yeah, I'm thinking that'll work the best, alright? So the video won't be too long. So let's just think this one through together first. I'm thinking there could definitely be some. Huh. Just trying to incorporate some of that armor design in there. I am gonna go with a metal belt, but I have an idea of what I'm gonna do here. So you know those like champion or whatever champion belts? I was thinking something like that, and then just like another. You'll see. Let's go with, since we're on the MMA. Yeah, champion belt. Something like this. Huh. So I basically don't want it to say like she's a champion or whatever, but I wanted for her to kind of make it look like she has a shield on or whatever. So what I'm gonna do now is just gonna copy that same. And it's down also. So, yeah, I gotta check if the audio is filming. Okay, I'm sorry, I had to check that. Alright. I'm probably gonna cut it out. Maybe I cut it out just a part and you won't even know that I went to check if the audio filmed or not. Alright, so alright. There we go. I like the look of that, and I'm just gonna keep it that way. And alright, so this is basically kind of how my process for designing works. So this is thumbnailing stage. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna go into time lapse, and you're basically going to see this two pieces also, you know, become different designs, you know, slightly similar but different. And before I go, I just want to say, you know, a huge thank you for watching my videos. It means so much to me that, you know, you watch my videos, you find them useful, even this new series. Thank you so much. I am so happy that at least, you know, even if there's a couple people who watch and enjoy my videos, even if you just click on the video because you're like friendly or whatever, and I mean, all the support means so much to me, and I'm really thankful. And when I get, let me just write this, what the hell? Oh, when I get on my DeviantArt page, when I get 10,000 views, that's this number if you don't know. When I get this much views, I will make a 10,000 views on DeviantArt special video, okay? Again, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you like pulled the technique. For me, it was always helpful to see real-time videos. Again, thank you so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. All the support, I'm sorry for that. All the support really helps me out, and I honestly think that a lot of the good things that have happened, a lot of the good things that still will happen, will be thanks to you, my viewers. So thank you very much. Hope you like this video. Stick to the end to see, you know, the time lapse, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye. I mean, I feel like that's very obvious. The better, you only get better by drawing more, so, you know, you work on your stuff. So, just like I said, I'm now throwing in the body.